Hello everyone. Welcome to the course of Automotive Manufacturing Processes and Technology. Myself, Vimal Saloth from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. In this session, we are going to discuss about electron beam machining, laser beam machining, and plasma arc machining process. Electron beam machining process. In this process, the basic principle is conversion of kinetic energy into heat energy. So the electron beam is used and which possess high kinetic energy. It shows the schematic diagram. So it contains one vacuum chamber. The process is carried out in this vacuum chamber. So workpiece is fixed with the help of this work table in this chamber. The source of electron beam is cathode grid, or it is also known as the cathode ray tube. It is supplied with high voltage up to 30 kilovolt DC supply. So it consists of cathode grid, anode, magnetic lens, deflection coil, vacuum chamber, and the workpiece. So when high voltage is supplied to this cathode grid, it will produce an electron beam. That electron beam is accelerated with the help of this anode, so it has high kinetic energy. With the help of this magnetic lens and deflection coil, the electron beam is concentrated, or it is focused at some particular location on the workpiece. The requirement is vacuum, so the process is carried out in this vacuum chamber, and the vacuum is produced with the help of the vacuum pump. Applications of this process is it is used to produce a hole up to size of 0.002 mm. So it can be used in space nuclear reactors, supersonic aero engines, in wire drawing drives, light ray orifices, in metering holes for injection of the fuel in diesel engine. So it is one example of this nozzle. At the front part of this nozzle, there is a very small size hole of the order of 0.002 mm in size. So it can be used to inject the fuel in the combustion chamber. It can also be used to remove the broken taps from the holes. Sometimes when we carry drilling operation or tapping operation, it happens that drill bit or tap may be broken inside the hole. So to remove that broken tool, electron beam machining can be used. Advantages of this processes are it is possible to cut any material. It may be metal or non-metal also, but it should exist in vacuum. There is no tool wear. There is no necessary that workpiece material should be conductor of electricity, as it is necessary in case of electron beam machining process or EDM process. The workpiece material should be conductor of electricity, but here it does not require that workpiece should be conductor of the electricity. Disadvantages of this method is it has high equipment cost, also high maintenance cost, because the process is carried out in vacuum chamber, so it is also necessary to maintain the vacuum. So high skill of operator is also required. Only small cuts are possible, and requirement of vacuum chamber limits the size of the workpiece that can be machined. So these are the principal application advantages and disadvantages of electron beam machining process. Next process is laser beam machining process. The electrons which are at ground level are the most stable, but when these electrons absorb some energy, they become excited and they go to upper level. But at upper level, they are not stable. So again, they will try to come to the ground level. So when these excited electrons come to the ground level, they give some energy in the form of the laser. Laser stands for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. So by this way we can obtain the laser beam. The equipment setup is shown here in this schematic diagram. So it consists of a ruby crystal, which is the source of the laser beam. So generally it is made up of alumina, that is aluminum oxide, with 0.05% doping of the chromium. It is, it is the light source flash lamp. They are connected with this power supply. Both the end of this ruby crystal are fitted with the mirror, but at the upper end it is 100% reflecting mirror and the lower end is partially reflected mirror. So when the power is supplied to the flash lamp, they provide the light to this ruby crystal. So the electrons which are at ground level, they will absorb the energy and they will become excited. When they go to upper level, they are not stable. So again they will try to come to the ground level, and when they come to the ground level, they give out some energy, and that is the laser beam. So that laser beam can be used with the help of this lens to focus at some particular location on the workpiece. Application of this process is to produce the drill hole of the size of up to 0.005 mm. So it can be used in automobile or in aerospace industries also. Advantages of these processes are there is no tooling cost because no tool is used, can cut almost all the materials, complex shapes can be easily produced, high surface finishing can be obtained, extremely thin sheet can also be machined without distortion. Disadvantages of these processes are high initial cost, high maintenance cost also, and it can lead to the safety hazard, and process is slow in comparison. Next process is plasma arc machining process. So basically in this process, the high velocity jet of plasma gas is used to carry out the machining process. The plasma is the gas which is in ionic form. So when some gas is heated up to sufficiently high temperature, they become plasma. The gas which are used generally are nitrogen, oxygen or hydrogen. So here this setup is shown in this schematic diagram. One DC source is required. This rod is known as the tungsten electrode. Surrounding to this tungsten electrode, plasma gas is supplied, and to the surrounding of this gas and this electrode, some cooling medium is provided to carry out the excessive heat, and one shielding gas is also used in this plasma torch. So here it is a plasma arc and it is the workpiece. Negative supply is provided to the electrode and positive supply is provided to the workpiece. Now what happens when DC power source is applied? Tungsten electrode maintains the arc between the plasma gas and the workpiece. So when gas is heated to sufficiently high temperature gas, it becomes a plasma and it has a temperature up to 30,000 degrees centigrade, which is more than sufficient to melt or vaporize any metal. Shielding gas is used to prevent the contamination of the plasma gas with the atmosphere. So the principle and working we have discussed here, how the energy of plasma jet can be utilized to remove the material or for the machining purpose. Advantages of these processes are it is possible to cut almost any non-material No direct contact between workpiece and tool material or simply supported structure for the workpiece can be utilized. Disadvantages of this process is metallurgical change on the surface may happen as it involves high heat energy. So because of that high temperature, it is possible that there may be some change in the structure of the surface of the workpiece. Safety precautions are necessary and it has high initial cost. Applications of this process are it is chiefly used to cut acids and aluminum alloys and for profile cutting of metals and alloys. Thanks for watching.